Hey everybody, welcome to me setting up the tripod. Welcome to the secret history living in your aquarium and my alien eye sunglasses. Alright, let's take those off. That's enough of that. So, how's everybody doing today? Animal lover number one, glad to see you. I know you said you'd be here. So, in any case, I wanted to let you guys know that the thing I've been talking about for quite some time now, getting my artwork, this kind of stuff, onto uh, merchandise, it is a thing. It has happened. I have uploaded about 20 different styles of clothing. There's a link in the description. It says merchandise, and it's through Teespring. So, as of right now, I have uploaded all on white shirts, and there's hoodies, there's t-shirts, there's v-neck shirts, there's reflection or a smudge on my camera. Hold on. There's all sorts of good stuff in there. There's even leggings for women. None of this is going to be the long-term way that stuff is laid out, and I will be adding more colors and more styles, but I just wanted to get up and running, get you guys something, and so we have the limited edition. It'll probably be anyways, because we'll be changing things up. So if you get one, you're in the loop. You're going to be one of the OG, original, uh, maybe we'll original fish keeping members of the secret history living in your aquarium. Pardon this also. I know I look like I have a like a gerbil or something chewed at me. My angelfish attacked me in the middle of the night last night. It was savage. It was insane. Like, man, he just attacked me. But no, it's an ingrown hair, and it bugs me, so I thought I'd mention it. So in any case, I just wanted to let you guys know that on the channel now, I will have merch. So if there's something you guys want to see, water bottles, mugs, world's number one dad with a little fish underneath, or, whatever. Um, I'll make that. I'll try to come up with some creative and original stuff. Right now, though, the stuff that is up there is like this. So the front will have a wind up version of a fish. So we have cherry shrimp, Neocaridina shrimp, where the front is a mechanical kind of, it's a little steampunk, it's a little bit, some of it's not quite steampunk, a little more tame than that, and more just like a clockwork, I would say. So there is clockwork animals in the form of a Neocaridina cherry shrimp and a Triliniatus corridora. And also we have the Ranchu goldfish and the the betta in all her glory, or his glory, I guess. It's a male. So, and then on the back of all these products, all these shirts and things, you'll have the real illustration. So it'll be like in the front you'll have the wind up, and on the back you'll have a matching, same proportions, like mirror image of the real animal illustrated, more like this. So I do these illustrations using water from the fish tanks, and then a pigment that is from Asia, and you can get it from various countries, China, Japan, Korea, so on. But I like to make my own inks, and then I load them into brush pens and or sumi brushes. And I luckily, as of recently, my folks took a once in a lifetime trip to China, and they brought me back some real sumi equipment, including bars of carbonized ink. And so you shave that off and you mix it with a mortar and pestle, and add your own binder. And so the binder is fish water and a little bit of witch hazel and you know, or baby oil or whatever you want to add to it. You can add to it for different effects. But long story short, there is artwork that's all been created by brush, and when you look at it in the link, you'll see the options. The other thing about this initial launch, this early release, this, I don't know, pre-launch or limited launch, is that some of these I probably won't ever do again both-sided. This is just going to be like, get it while you can, and then I'll come out with new colors and stuff, and that'll be the standby. But I figured I'd do something special for the those of you who want to get some of the merch and enjoy it. Now, the biggest thing about the merchandise on the channel is that it does not say Secret History Living in Your Aquarium anywhere. All it has is my signature. So there's my signature in the corner. Can anybody else hear me, by the way? Patricia says she's having a sound issue. Tetrakeeper, hello. Rico Degalo. Carlos, hello. Rick, okay, everybody can hear me. It sounds like. So, good to know. I'll say it one more time, though. But merchandise, there's a limited amount of it up, and it's through Teespring. I think that the most inexpensive shirt right now is like $22.99 or something like that. That will be changing. I'll probably have a shirt as low priced as maybe like $15 or $16. But what you're getting with all of these is I'm going to make the same profit margin on them. And the way Teespring works is they give you the price of tax, shipping, handling, the actual, you know, whether it's a long sleeve shirt or a hooded sweater or jacket or leggings or a mug, whatever it is, they give you the cost and then you price it over that. But if you get it priced, if you get it printed on multiple surfaces, that price gets up there really quickly. So I am still keeping my price for the shirts, which, by the way, the shirts, the default shirts that you'll see if you go to those links, I selected the high level shirts as far as their, most of the shirts, if you're in the USA, they're made in the USA, 100% cotton, and they're the super soft comfort fit unisex. Then I also have fitted shirts for women with V-necks, and then the low cut ones too. So you can go through and you can check stuff out. But in this video after the fact, I'd love it if you guys could drop me some of what you want. You know, what colors you'd like to see. I'm probably going to reverse the colors of the ink, so instead of black, it will be like a white color for the dark shirts, and we'll definitely do black as one, and a bluer color, and probably a red as well, or green, and have new designs. But to print on both the front and the back, I think it came out to like $17.95 or something like that on the higher grade shirts with shipping and handling and everything. So I should be making about $5 per shirt, and that'll go towards the channel. Has to get taxed too, but that fund will go towards the channel. Will also go towards, you know, I sat and I drew the art and all that, and there's several pieces in each one. But that's the breakdown of that, and I want so badly to have a link to my store in a little visible carousel, as they call it, because it goes round and round as you scroll through. I want so badly to have that on my YouTube, but you need to have 10,000 subscribers in order for that to happen, or 1 million views per month. Well, I would like to say that we had a month with 1 million views per month, so thank you guys so much. But now they've changed it, so it's that the 1 million views doesn't matter. It's all about your subscribers. So If you can help me get to 10,000 subscribers, I would greatly appreciate it, because then we can show off the merchandise and people can actually see a preview of it through Teespring's little widget that would be down below the videos. So, is this shameless self-promotion? Yeah, a little bit. But I wanted to let you guys know that I'm not putting my name, I'm not putting the secret history anywhere on all this gear. So if you like the art, you're just paying for the art. I don't want you to get stuck with having to love everything about the channel and the art. I probably will be coming out with some shirts and things soon where it says the secret history living in your aquarium and it has the art incorporated, but and single-sided, so we can do some cheaper shirts like a $15 t-shirt where I just break even or something, just to get that out there to promote the brand that is the secret history. But as you know, with this channel, if you're a fan of it, I'm not that concerned with the business of it. I'm more concerned with the community, with the feedback from you guys, with getting people what you wanted. And then also, I'll probably have a discount code for some of my Patreon supporters in the future, or limited edition items that are only available to them, that are, maybe like a hiking bottle, or like a water canister thing, or they have all sorts of stuff now. It's kind of interesting. They have flashlights, stickers, all sorts of things. So I can also get some stickers going too. I'll be adding things, creating art, and here's a shirt right now that I actually made years ago. It's fading, but this is kind of the old school silk screening where you just put it right, you just plaster your shirt or your image right onto a shirt, and it might as well be a sticker, and it's square and just doesn't look very professional. Whereas we've eliminated the background, and that's why it's on white at the moment. And as long as those clothes are truly white, they'll stand out just great. So that link again is in the description below. And I think from now on, let's just I don't know how long this will last, but as a live stream, if you guys have questions, if you guys have comments, concerns, I see that there's some lag, and I wanted to just show you guys some tanks because I had a request of, Alex, what's going on in your tanks? We haven't seen an update in a little while. So let's just go through the tanks. If I lose you guys while I'm downstairs, I'm sorry. We'll hop on another stream in a few days. But I wanted you guys to know that the merchandise now is up, at least the limited amount of it, all in white, all double-sided, and my favorite artwork. And if you want to support the channel, it's a way where you can wear some artwork. If someone asks, you can tell them about where you got it, but you don't need to be promoting, DIY fish keeping, or whoever, my channel. But I will probably make merchandise that does promote the channel, in that I know some people do want that. So just know that you're supporting my fish and continuation of the channel when you purchase this stuff. And I hope that is a sense enough, rather than having to plaster the name on everything. Plus, it's a long name. I mean, what was that idiot thinking when he named that channel? It's like he didn't even know what YouTube was about. All right, let's take a look at some fish. A lot of fish came in from Aquatic Arts over the last few months, and let's take a look. Mr. Angelfish, Mr. Giant, Mr. 8-inch from top to tip. Angelfish, he's doing well, but he's lonely. And I want to give him away to somebody who has a nice home for him. He does have so much personality, and interacts with me or whoever's sitting on the couch here. He'll splash water at him and make weird chomping noises and stuff to try to get food. But what's his name? Sergio is his name. And then up here we have uh, a wild type of Endler mixed with one of my other lines of Endler, as well as some of Lucas Brett's. Originally, they were his line, but I've modified them enough that he's like, you can call those something else. Call them something else. So instead of rainbow tiger Endlers, these I would call blue spade tails, and these are the Coles that don't have the spade tails, basically, from that. Now, everything is going low tech, no CO2, and right now the glare's bad. Sorry, you can see any water stain on the back of the tank or the front. But yeah, so this tank's doing well. We've got a bunch of low light Bucephalandra and stuff like that in the on the little ledge here. Lots of Anubias. We do have white leafed, so like albino Anubias, but I don't know where it went. As well as some other unusual variegated forms and things. Right here we have more spawning cribs. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 cribs all in this corner, and then over here we have another 3 adult cribs. These, as I've said many times in other videos, these are Cribensis pulchers mixed with Cribensis tiniotis lacunja. So an interesting hybrid, gives some really cool colors. This guy doesn't have any stripes, which is interesting. He's really big. He's growing quickly, even though he's young. But he's got this cool, like, red, blood red with then a streak of orange and then yellow in it. And actually, you can see his line coming out now. You see the black line appearing on his side. Kind of trippy. And he's getting a black line now up on his head, too. Yep, you can see it. And then also we've got a few baby Corydoras in here that are just in here to be in here. We've also got the lemon plecos. If you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to fire away. It is a normal live stream, and really, the main purpose was the beginning where I announced that we have merch, and there will be new merch. There will be new colors. If you have suggestions, I would be happy to hear them and try to put something together for you. Also, we've got a lot of catappa leaves in here, so even though to me this fish is a neon purple color on its belly, it's hard to see. The light is very filtered right now. So beyond that, the lemon pleco and citrus is doing well. It is large and in charge. He is definitely old enough to reproduce now, and so hopefully he'll start using the caves that I've put in here. Also, that pleco, or the cribs here, these two, they are fighting off other cribs because they have their pack of youngins. So they're in there. So are the catappa leaves that I got from Aquatic Arts. Also, here, these kitty tetras, I can't mention enough how, they don't look good in stores usually, but these things are bright yellow to peach color, and then they've got orange on them with that black kind of triangle or diamond depending on the fish. And then they can actually get the top fin and the bottom fin can turn blood red on them when they're really excited. So I've really had fun watching them. There's another Ancestris Lemon Pleco. These guys are babies from the Aquatic Arts brood that I had. And up here, we have a beautiful angelic little gal. And actually, it might be a he with that teardrop body. There's 2 in here, but look at how long the fancy fins are on this one. Just that trait is to the max. Nothing's been nipping at him or her, probably him. And probably getting near adulthood. Definitely no onodontodes or whiskers popping up yet. The Bucephalandra is looking good. We've got that rainbow gasoline shimmer going on it. So this tank will probably remain somewhat similar. Maybe some occupants will change out. We've got a bunch. They're hard to see today. The new Katapa leaf thing really threw off everything. But the reed tetras and the ember tetras schooling together, they look great. They have the same body shape, and dun 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 dun. I guess we're gonna look at the angelfish. Sergio, get out of the way, Sergio. All right, and then what else do we have in here right now? Well, we do have two tiger striped or zebra striped, you take your pick, um, plecos, the Peclotia compta L134, if you please. But they hide in the day, and so we probably aren't going to catch a glimpse of them. Let's take a look behind the the curtain. Nope. No show. They're probably down in the cave system I built in this tank. Take a look at how big this lily bulb has gotten. It's just crazy. I'm gonna have to move some of the lilies out of my other tank. And hi, wife.
Hello.
So that's my wife. She's doing good too. We've got in here this tank. Obviously, a lot of you know and love. The 17 gallon, we've got these Phoenix Rasboras in here. And right now, they're kind of colored up, but I want to show you guys a trick. All right, so in here, there should be a link in the description below to this. It's called the Hobby feeder. I got it through Amazon, and there's a link, I think, but it's a baby brine shrimp hatchery that requires no attention, no electricity, no heat, no light, anything. And each day I get a good amount of this stuff for them. So up here you can also see, maybe even in the live stream you'll see it, the purple color coming from the tin winnies. The two trouble making males are back and in effect, but the mother of these tuxedo endlers had her babies, so you can see them hanging out right here. And where are they? Endlers, it's interesting, have babies that are Goose Not Maverick, what's up? Jeff Chambers, what's up? Sunwise, what's up? As folks come in, just wanted to let you know that link to the first set of merchandise is in the description below. I'll probably repeat that a few times, but it should be in there. And I think the link to this too is in there. And then also, of course, the link for Aquatic Arts, who's my my main squeeze that I go to whenever I need some cool fish or shrimp, especially weird shrimp species, plants that are unusual. That's who I hit up. Now, these lilies have crowded out frickin' everything, and this plant is starting to die, which is a bummer. I mean, it's starting to die, half of the plant is, whereas some of the other leaves are looking okay. You can't see it in the live stream, but they're actually a nice pink color. That's Logonandra miboldi. So here, take a look at these little buggers. See the colors they are. Take it in for a sec. You see a lot of clear. DS, I am so glad that you are down for the merch. Also, the really cool news about the merchandise is hopefully it should be, you should be able to purchase it in Britain, Scotland, Ireland, so, the UK, Great Britain, and then you should be, no Wales though. Hate Wales. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. If you live in Wales, please don't take offense. That's a joke. And then also Europe, in the EU, in most of Europe, it's supposed to be orderable. There may be some hiccups at first, but place your order. I'm trying to keep prices reasonable, and the price is directly reflecting the materials. So if one shirt's $25, I make $5. If one shirt's $29, I make $5. It's just a better shirt. It's fitted, or it's cotton, or it's made in the EU or made in the US. There's different things that you can pick out selection wise, and it's got two prints on it. So check out the color of those. They're nice, and yeah, they're cool. But now we're gonna give them some live baby brine, which right here will release the hounds, as Mr. Burns would say. And we will take a little turkey baster and we'll squirt some of that water down, and we'll get it into these guys. This is why I love these fish so much more than chili rasboras. Is their standing still color is fine, it's great, but as they eat, they turn just these electric colors. I mean, just awesome colors. You can see them brightening up, and you see the orange and the peach, and then the gunmetal gray or blue, like that sky blue. Just they're really fun. These, and I got these from Aquatic Arts also. I have around 17 or 18 of them in this little tank, and you can easily fit just hordes of them in a tank. Very low footprint. That was a very egg-laden celestial pearl danio. In here, we also have a bunch of the Malawa shrimp. We have the nebula shrimp. Here's a nebula, gold nebula shrimp. You can see the dots on them and the white eyes. Oh, Tetra Keeper says, I found out about Aquatic Arts before your channel, and the one regret I have is not finding your channel earlier. Well, now that you found my channel, I mean, we've got giveaways, we've got all sorts of stuff partnered up with Aquatic Arts, because they support fish keepers, they support the hobby, they support tanks in the classroom for kids, and homeless women's shelters, as well as keeping families together that are on the street and getting them help. Is it Mary's Place? I can't remember the names of all the places they support. And then also, they even run specials where they're like, if you adopt a dog from a kill shelter and save its life by default, basically, we will give you $50 credit on the website. So just they do crazy stuff like that. And they're growing. They started as a few guys, in a small house, and then they've grown to have their own little warehouse space. And just really cool fish. Also, the Somfongzi rasboras, you can very rarely find them on local stores, from what I hear from most people. But the Somfongzi rasboras are really cool in that they light up in that same way where they turn colors. So you see peach and orange and stuff. And even check out these Tinwini danios. These are gold ring danios. The males, much more than this is a female here, but the males, hopefully one will make a pass back through in a sec. The males actually turn like a nice purple color with their bronze. Here's one right there. And it's hard to see in the live stream, obviously, but it's let's see, maybe is this gonna help? But they've got, yeah, just a beautiful subtlety of color. I'll probably be posting to the Facebook group and Instagram some pictures of these things all colored out. So, alrighty. So, let's go downstairs. Hopefully the internet sticks with us. And if it doesn't, I love you all. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. A whole bunch of you in here, and not all of you hit the like button, so I must not be doing enough work. I'll try to do some backflips for you guys. So it's hot again in here. I've got all the heaters off in my tanks, and hopefully I don't lose you as I go into the fish room. But again, I'll say it, limited edition, early. Yeah, they're Phoenix Rasboras, by the way, the ones upstairs. They're also known as Boraras, Boras. Wait, Boraras, Boraras, Merah. Mara. So Boraras Mara, Phoenix Rasboras. But yes, in the you can see how sweaty I am now. Ooh, gross. Sorry, let me just wipe myself. Okay, I'm done being a weirdo. That's not true. But yeah, so the merchandise is out, at least some is. This is the limited edition, as I said. It's all through Teespring. You'll have to go to the link. If you're wondering why it's not popping up right below your screen as a cool and easy link, it's because I don't have 10,000 subscribers yet. But I'm working on it, and with your help, we can get there. And then I can have my carousel of items. But there's no secret history living in your aquarium branding on it. It's just the artwork. So if you dig the artwork, great. If you feel like telling people who are around that where you got it, great. But other than that, I mean, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. All right, hold on one sec. Let me get some food into these tanks. All right, we'll turn it around. You don't need to look at my neck beard. All right. So, well, all right. In here, we have white clouds. Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme for sure. Yeah, the quick arts deal is definitely because like if you want to get more money in prizes, like more people should use the code from my channel. And if they do, we note that, and then the money, 8%, well, 4 to 8%, depending on the item, gets put in it into a fund, and ta-da! Prizes go out. All right, so we've got another lemon pleco, blue-eyed lemon pleco hiding in here. He's grown much slower, or she's grown much slower than the others. In here, we have a albino white cloud. We have the white cloud minnows. Oh, right on, DS. Just ordered the beta tee. I'm glad. So I'll do single-sided t-shirts, but let me know, guys, what you want. And, like, if you don't care that it's the cheapest, like fall apart shirt, I will put that up. I mean, if you guys want to pay $15 and have an itchy shirt that doesn't have any guarantee of how long it will last or where it was made, and it's only printed on one side, we can do that. I'm happy to put that up there for ballers on a budget, but I figured you guys probably want a better quality shirt. You're a discerning audience. And so the option is there, and you can scroll through and look at various things, and I'll be getting more creative with colors and so forth now that I've gotten the basics down. So, all right, we've got the white clouds, we've got the Maytangensis danios that are hanging out, we've got my Volta line of endlers. Everybody's out of here as far as man, my shirt is reflecting really bad. Everybody's out of here as far as the cichlids go. Let's see here. You use the discount code. I don't know. There's a discount code. Okay, I don't know how that's set up, but if there's a discount code, I don't know how it worked. Uh, but yeah, we've got hornwort growing like crazy in here. Also, I want to get rid of some of these endlers probably. Um, these are 20 longs, 20-gallon longs, and yep, they're pretty heavily loaded with fish. And then they're on a food slash tool rack shelf from Home Depot. Each shelf's supposed to hold 350 pounds, and the tanks weigh 240 to 270, totally full with rocks and water in them. So that's the scoop on that. I want to get. There is an Endler in here that is looking less than optimal. Where did it go? That's the problem with communal fish is sometimes one gets sick, and if you don't catch it quickly, the others will also soon be ill. But also the Kabamba furcata in this low tech tank doing just great. Look at that color. And it's low in the water column. Even the stem is bright orange. The colors are muted in a live stream, remember. But also the bumblebee gobies are doing well. They're starting to get their yellow finally. Um, yeah, and they're hanging out. They're eating little seed shrimp off of the algae there. So they're eating little bugs. Also, we'll do a whole episode on this, but right now, here's some babalti shrimp. They're swimming around doing their babalti thing. Also, crystal shrimp also doing phenomenal. They look great, although the water's pretty yellow with tannins, but they love it. They're all really, really active, lively, happy about that. And then the Sakura yellows also doing great. So we've got the Neocaridina with the Caridina with the Babalti, and there are babies upon babies everywhere. In a 20 long, you have enough room to really let several species of shrimp, especially when you have no fish. Uh, you can manage it, especially when you feed them at separate ends of the tank. You do a pile here, a pile there, and then sometimes you don't get the bullying that occurs. But here's another yellow line. The babaltis are just swimming everywhere, the little green ones, but they turn every color. These are the chameleon babaltis, but they're happy and chill right now, so they're just green at the moment. And then this tank, I'm having some issues with. I don't know what the heck is going on. We had a die off that was really bad of plants. I don't know what happened. They got pulled up from the gravel by a pleco. All the fish are doing fine in here. Everybody's good as far as that goes, as far as I've noticed. We've got the rainbow leopard or tiger endlers with the blue tail. Now I'm allowing some to get the flag tails, and then also we have some fancy zebra danios. Um, Danio, what are they called? Rario, and also we have Trilineatus catfish, Cory cats in here hanging out right there. They're on one of the shirts, that's for sure. We have baby plecos growing out in here, mostly the green dragons, and we have some adult longfin green dragons. This is a male here. And I leave all this diatom algae just because they like to eat it, and they like a well cycled scuzzy tank. They're just scuzzball little catfish that are awesome. But yeah, so I thought that these zebra danios might pick on all these endlers, but there's enough endlers that it's not too bad. They get along pretty good, and the danios I think look pretty cool. They're overlooked. They're only a buck usually, and look at the size of these female endlers. I mean, some of them are over 2.5 inches. some of these females. So yeah, that's what's going on in that tank. But there's this growth, and I think it starts on the filter, and it's some sort of water rot or fungus, probably mushroom type thing, like a mold. I don't know how to stop it necessarily, other than putting good bacteria in, doing water changes. I mean, I could do an antifungal thing, but I don't like to do that when I've got all these good algae and different strains of things that have just been doing well for a long time. But we'll see what happens. If any fish start acting weird, getting sick, then I'll act accordingly. This could just be a spike of cellulose because I don't vacuum the substrate. In this one, it's been an experiment. Vita Vance, what is up? Haven't seen you in a minute, but I'm glad you're here. Down here, we've got the Blue Dream Neocaridina, as well as my favorite, the adult panda loaches. So we've got them in here, as I've said before, and they're full grown now. They have gained some size, that's for sure. But the females, they have stripes on their head and a little white nose. And the males have a really gnarly, cool snakeskin kind of pattern on their face. See them? Those are two males right there. So, kind of cool. But the Blue Dream's doing well. That one in the back is exactly what I want. And I think she's pregnant. Hold on. Yep, she's pregnant. That's exactly the color I want. There's actually a slight bit of purple in that color, and that's what I want. Also, you can see there are itsy bitsy, like these were born like this week, baby shrimp in here, and these panda loaches don't seem to bug them whatsoever, which is nice. Also, I threw a couple crystal reds in here. I think I put about 5 in here, and so far they seem to be doing fine. But the water is a little lacking for them. Well, we'll see. It's a cooler water, though, which is, the tank's like ideally supposed to be about 72 degrees rather than 78. Now, over here, we have some quarantine guys. We have some red-eyed lemon tetras. We have a couple praycocks, the dwarf rainbow fish that are pretty old. I took them from a friend. I'm always taking fish and giving fish and, whatever. I'm always flipping fish. And then, let's see, who else do we have in here? We've got a couple old endlers that were getting sick, and so this tank, it has meds in it. And we also have the super mean Honduran red points that I raised from little teeny little buggers. But they're just, they're mean as all get out. They eat all the shrimp. They attack each other. Super territorial. They're really pretty. They're a nice blue color. But I have to figure out what tank they will end up in finally. Alright, so people asking about the racking system. Basically, I've got 4 20 longs and then a 10 and a 5. I wish I'd done like 4 5s sideways, but everything's holding well. It's got a couple spots where you can mount it back to the wall to a stud or something in case there's an earthquake, but it's pretty darn sturdy. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of bowing or anything, but there is a grate as the bottom part, and you don't want that, so you got to put down some wood and then some cardboard or a blanket or all of the above. And then I just zip-tied lights to the underside. I don't have an airline system that's, all integrated and fancy or anything. That's the next line of business. Aquascapes, personally, I'd cap it. Alan, what's going on, my good friend? It's always good to see you. Aquascapes, what quarry? Let's see here. Uh, I don't have rice fish right now, Preston John. I wish I did. But it's good to see you in here, by the way. And Rochelle, uh, good to see you. In here, we've got bad reflections. No, we've got a whole bunch of corridors. There's probably 24 corridors that have just bred in here. They just keep multiplying, and I give them away, and they keep showing up, and they're really stinking adorable. But yeah, so we've got the corridors that are panda cories, the traditional panda cory that you would know. And then we have, this is a stirbi mixed with a trilineatus, actually. So that's a freak that we can't get a good focus on. But there's another panda cory. And then we have some hyphen panda cories that just kind of hang out, like there's one right there. And then we have another whole niche of Corridora from Venezuela that cannot interbreed with any of the other cories in here that are a hyphen orange cory. In here, this all needs trimming, but it's summer, and I'm plans on. We've been going places and busy, and lots of doctor's appointments, and just random gigs and jobs. So I've kind of eased up on the aquascape. Plus, I don't have chillers in here, and it's been very hot, and so yeah, uh, I worry a bit about when I'm trying to do something very specific with breeding or whatever else. I worry about that a bit. But this tank, I turned CO2 on today, which reminds me I need to turn CO2 off. This one's not on a timer or anything. And then the half beaks, I'm fattening them up. They needed some fattening up. They're just little teeny little guys. They're so skinny. And so working on that, they're beautiful. I love to watch them, and I definitely want to get about maybe 7 total and see if we can get them to breed. I hear they're not hard to breed. Just give them the right conditions. Also, the Hatchet Daniel back there, that orange one with the black line and the hook nose. Yeah, no timers on the CO2, pure insanity. Well, I haven't turned on CO2 in any of my tanks for like months now. I've just been letting things grow, and I've turned the lights down a whole lot. So right now it's summer mode, and I'm not in full on heavy metal gardener. Also, we have some. I can show you a picture they put on Facebook if you want. Let's see, Tetra Keeper. Someone posted on Facebook. There's a Panda False Julii Corridora hybrid. Yeah, I have. I've had those before too. Um, yeah, I have Trilineatus. I don't have Julii Corridoras. Down here, you can see the Danios and also some of the Pseudomagills that are in here. There's also, this is where I put all of my the little babies, the little baby. Look at those half beaks. They're just magical to watch. Gosh, they're fast though. Hold on. Figure out where the heck it went, and then I'll refocus. But uh, they they're all pretty interchangeable as far as the cories go. It amazes me that in the wild there's not more inbred or not inbreeding, but mixed breeding, hybridizing. That they stay so separate. I guess it's just there's a big Amazon and a lot of rivers. I need to really thin this out, figure out what I'm gonna do here and which plants to keep. The Cygnobellum I like and that stuff. Hey, a dead moth. There's no fish big enough to eat this guy in here, unfortunately. I bet you anything that these guys will eat it, though. Or they'll make a go at it. But, yeah, so we shall see. Let's see if anybody makes a go for it. If not, I'll pull it out in like 15 minutes or something, but I bet the convict cichlids will tear that apart in a second when they realize it's food. Heavy metal gardener. Experience with Flourish Advanced, not a ton. I mean, I've used it a little bit. I don't like Flourish XL or Advanced really for the most part, just because it kills my corkscrew valve and melts some of my crypts and stuff. So, like with a crypt nuri that's this big across and stands so flat and everything, and then the corkscrew valve, which has this beautiful red color as it gets old, the old ends of it and stuff. I don't want to monkey with it, and so those things, there's some chemical in there that really causes the melting of that. So I've just avoided it, and I've only been using. I haven't been using any fruits other than root tabs, honestly, lately. But you can refer to older videos where I fertilize the heck out of everything and go through different things of how I feel about using different products. Do a search answers. Do 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 do. I don't know about their Trace Flourish supplement. I've used it to good effect in low tech tanks, definitely. But like I said, crypts and valve, no go. Crypts and valves, you can't do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Um, all right, guys, glasses are going back on. I have to apparently get off line so we have bandwidth for my wife to watch the reboot of what Beverly Hillbillies? No, Beverly Hills 9021028 2001 Space Odyssey. So thanks for joining me. I love y'all. And check out the merch. So this won't be all. This is just the first day of it. Give me some feedback in the comments on the video once this loads. What colors you'd like, what you'd like to see. If you like the double-sided thing, because it does cost more money. Like, it makes the shirt $25 instead of 20 or whatever. But I think it's cool to have both sides, and y'all asked for it, so I'm delivering it. All right, guys, take it easy. Take care of yourselves, the people around you, the fish, plants, and shrimp in your care. And, enjoy the little things in life, the beauty that is all around us, the setting sun, the rising tides, and I will catch you next time. Enjoy, take care, swim on. Bye, guys.